Here I am at Virginia International Raceway, getting ready to drive out on the racetrack with my car at VIR. It's called Holiday Laps. You take your car, the car you drive every day, and you can put it on the racetrack at Virginia International Raceway. It costs $25, you do about 20 minutes. All the proceeds go to the Danville Salvation Army. Great cause and a fun time with your car. My car happens to be a 1996 BMW 318ti. And now we need to hand it over to our tamed domestic husband. Some say he should be at home cleaning out the gutters, and that the basement is so full of junk that the TV show Hoarders has turned him down. All I know is it's me, and I'm here at VIR to drive. Here we are, lined up, ready to go, and it looks like we are off. Holiday Laps at Virginia International Raceway. Beautiful sunny day, by the way. Much better than the last time I was here when it was raining and I was in a Ford van. Now I'm in my car. A 1996 318ti BMW E36. And we are exiting pit road and heading out onto the racetrack at VIR. Heading into turn one. And I'm behind this guy in the Camaro, and he is just not driving. His mirror is full of the front of my TI. But the rules are you can't pass. Besides, if you pass a V8 in a little four-cylinder, it only makes the driver of the V8 feel bad. Okay, you could step it up just a little bit. Okay, now he's picking up some speed through the S's. That's a little better. Going underneath the bridge and up the hill towards the condos and bungalows. Why are you braking? You don't need to brake. You don't need to brake right here. You go faster. Never really thought I'd be in a position where I'm chasing somebody down on a racetrack in a little four-cylinder hatchback, but that's exactly what I'm doing. 1996 BMW 318ti, 138 horsepower when it was new in 1996. It's 2012 right now, and I've got 158,000 miles on my little hatch, and about 30 pounds of extra junk in the hatch. But I've taken care of that because the fuel tank is only half full, saving me some weight on the back end. However, the interior is full of dog fur, and there's probably a loose French fry or two underneath the seats. I actually drove faster than this coming down here. But it's a beautiful day, and we're driving our car on the track at Virginia International Raceway. Coming up once again on the roller coaster before we get to the front stretch. Braking. Turning into the hard right turn. And through the left. Down the hill on the right. Now we're on down the front stretch straightaway. Past the start-finish line. Coming up once again on turn 1. And he's braking entirely too early, so I have to brake too early. Downshifting hard, coming along the inside of turn 1, and he does not accelerate nearly quick enough out. Therefore, I cannot accelerate nearly quick enough out. I keep reminding myself, no passing, no passing, no passing. You ever been on those country roads where you're driving on the road and it's just a little bit windy, so there's always a double yellow line and there's a tractor in front of you? I'm at Virginia International Raceway on a racetrack in my car following a tractor. It might say Chevrolet Camaro Z28 on the back, but it is a tractor. Or maybe it's just that he's driving it like a tractor. Underneath the bridge. Heading up the remainder of the hill of the S's by the bungalows towards the oak tree turn. And I apologize that those of you watching this are watching the back of a Chevrolet Camaro. I apologize. Sorry. Nothing I can do about that. Luck of the draw and the place in line. But the day is beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. Temperatures mid-60s. Coming around the oak tree turn. Accelerating ever so late. He's got a girl holding a camera by hand in the front seat. It's going to be an incredibly steady picture because he's not going fast enough for it to shake. Down the long straightaway, up over the slight rise, and heading back into the roller coaster. I'm not even going to tell you my speed because it's pitifully slow. Braking, downshifting into the right-hander for the beginning of the roller coaster. It's actually a fun little section of track right here. It's fun to photograph if you ever come out to VIR. Sit here at the guard tower and see how many cars come off of that straightaway too fast. Can't make the turn and wind up in the grass and the tires. Now today, a beautiful day, like I said, and the tires are very grippy. Of course, at this speed, I can have Jello on my tires and they'd be really grippy. The front end of this car happened to have been rebuilt at some time by me. Control arms and such, purchased from Bimmer World. They race BMWs too in the SCCA Grand Am circuit. Now, if you're going to do front end work to your car, I suggest you go out and get yourself a ball joint fork. It costs like $12 from your local auto parts store. And if you don't buy that little fork, you'll spend hours beating on your ball joints with a sledgehammer, and you will get nothing done. Absolutely nothing done. You will come to realize that your front end of your car is in pieces, and you have to wait for your wife to get home to drive her car to the car parts store to buy the ball joint fork. So save yourself some aggravation and buy the fork to begin with. You'll never use it again, but you'll save yourself hours working on the front of your car. Just like it's taking hours to drive around Virginia International Raceway behind a Camaro. Slightly stepping up on the curbs. Underneath the bridge, it says Coca-Cola on it. Huh. I like Coca-Cola. Of course, the backside still says Virginia International Raceway. The BMW SUV is not too far behind me. How can it be? We're both following a Camaro. This is quite likely the last lap. We'll see if we get the checkered flag at the oak tree on this lap. All in all, a fun drive. And it is indeed the checkered flag at the oak tree, which means the final lap for our turn. This is Holiday Laps at Virginia International Raceway. $25, 20 minutes on the track, give or take a notch. All the proceeds go to the Salvation Army of Danville for the holiday season. Okay, now the Camaro steps it up on the last lap, down the final stretch, doing 80, 85, and he backs off, so I have to back off. Holiday Laps at VIR. If you come down here to do this, it's a fun time. You get to hang out around the track, see all kinds of cool cars, all kinds of fun cars they bring down here to have fun on the racetrack. You can see them all. You can drive on the track, but do yourself a favor when you're getting in line to do your lap, make sure you're not behind a Camaro. Just saying. All right, final run down through the roller coaster. We'll be exiting the racetrack onto pit road. And that was our drive at Virginia International Raceway. Full of sunshine, great scenery, and the back of a Camaro. Come on down to VIR. Great racing to be had here, and always lots of fun at this racetrack, Virginia International Raceway. Come on down. And we are off by the weight station for the aerial Atom to be driven in turns out on the track. You can ride in the aerial Atom if you wish. I have before. It's a fun ride, and I am pulling off. Park at the barn. There you go. Virginia International Raceway. Holiday Laps. Don't do it behind a Camaro. No.